Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, everybody, for all your beautiful comments and our cool discussions we had early this morning. I actually got up at 5, did some work, and then just woke back up, and I literally just got out my cards because I gathered enough data to be able to do this for you guys, and I'm so excited, and I'll still make it a picker card because it should be which resonates with you. Now, our topic today is going to be 10 things that guys or girls notice about you, and it is a big deal. We think it's a little thing, but it's not. It completes an entire visual and mental scorecard. You don't even know what it's doing. You don't even know they're doing it or you're doing it. A lot of it is just subconscious. The topic's going to be 10 things guys or women notice about you and how you score. We'll do it on a scale from sort of 1 to 10 because a lot of people overlook these little details. They may or may not. They may cover all the bases. You know what I'm saying? But after finishing all the research, I got up really early to finish this. And there's also, taking surveys. When you're out in the streets and you're really talking to people, and I know a big span of people, and they love to be asked their opinions. And it's funny how many of these 10 things were all the same. It was very weird. We were like, be specific. It's very cool. Okay, so we're going to tuck right into this because as I was finishing my research this morning, I couldn't wait to do this, but I got up so crack of dawn that I was like, I need to go back to sleep for a little while. Some of them are very obvious, some of them are very subtle, but it means something, and it's really crazy. And then at the end, when I have a sec, I will go over the 10 items, okay? So I'm going to... So if you want to pop back in, I'll have that be a separate timestamp, and I'll tell you what's going on. No, you know what? I'm going to switch that around. I like this right now. So basically, it's going to be your personality. You wouldn't believe. It's like, seriously, well, guys, they won't take good looking over a bad personality anymore, for sure. Weirdly enough, remember I told you the other day, oh, it's your nails. And here's why. I mean, I thought it was just because I had mine all super duper jazzed out and I was holding a questionnaire, but no, most of the time we associate like nail stuff with fashion choices, but no, it's a good indicator of whether or not a girl really takes care of herself. Your financial situation, they don't want your bank statements or anything like that, but they do want to know if you're with them strictly for them to support you. In the very beginning, I mean, that's not an issue. Of course, you're getting to know each other and stuff, but just think of that uncomfortable thing when you go out at the beginning and you're not sure if you're friends or what you are, and it's like, oh, am I going to be the person that springs for this meal? Just that sort of like financial question, because a lot of times people would expect that the man pays for everything, or whoever has the most money pays for everything. You know what I mean? So that is a big reason. Another thing that's huge is how happy you are. I mean, of course, people don't like people that are all moping around like Eeyore, nor do they like angry, suspicious people that are, always, you've seen them in stores, and they're terrible to the staff at restaurants. They are impatient at stores. So if you're friendly, we're not saying you have to bounce around like Tigger, but if you're friendly and you're optimistic, that's a big deal. 5, your self-esteem. I'm going to have these be the indicators. You know what I mean? They seek out girls or guys that have better self-esteem, because that means you have, passions. You're happy. You're not an insecure mess. Stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you don't have to think you're the greatest thing on earth, but it does help when you think rather well of yourself. It means you're living the type of life you like to. You know what I mean? It's going to be number 1. It's going to be the 9 of Autumn, rewarding yourself. This is my favorite card in the deck. Look at the majesty and artwork in that. I want to dress like that for Halloween and basically turn my neighbor's horse into a unicorn so I can be that. 6 of Spring. Wonderful news is on its way. 9 of Winter. Look at that. That can be about aunt. So whether it's a number that you like or a color that you like, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, self-esteem. How active your social life is, not meaning you're the life of every party, but that you do have friends and you wouldn't rely on them solely for all your entertainment, going out. You know what I mean? You have interests and you get on well with others. It is sort of important to people that you have your own thing going. You know what I mean? Because clinginess is definitely a turnoff for sure. They were saying. Your smile and laughter, for sure, that's a huge thing. Your scent, funnily enough. Guys go a little bit crazy over the way a girl smells, because it's like, if you wear certain kinds of perfume and you wear it over and over, it's your signature scent, and it triggers a memory. It's very, very cool. So yeah, I love all this. I'm going to just slow down and have a sip, because I was so excited about this topic and finally getting enough data and information on it. And also, if you guys want to, at the end of this, I don't have a link under it, but if you want a special, I did this video on not only what attracts a man, what keeps him interested, but there's also something, there is 6 or 7 things that you can do that make them lose interest almost immediately. I know this because I have a million brothers, and we also did surveys and we did research, because I had some clients that are like, why did it start off so good this 1 or 2 days and then this happened? It's behavior. So I did a video. It's really cool. I'm going to send it out to people that request it, but it's going to be like a lesser read. We'll probably do it just for $25. And it's called the acceptance or rejection video. It's very strange. People will put up with certain things, but there are certain things that will instantly squelch the deal. It kills romance. People aren't even aware they're doing it. They sometimes have already formed these habits, so they don't even know they're doing it. Men hate this. This is specifically for women. It can flip around. I have another one that is for women, men, but this is primarily what really turns guys off, because that was our target audience. Okay, so we're going to get going here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me see what's going on. Da-da-da. So how are you guys today? I hope you're doing well. As soon as I got up, I was like, I have to get the cards out. I'm so excited. And I won't have any chit chat, because I want you guys to get exactly what is going on here. Okay. So again, this is sort of what fascinates guys. 10 things that guys really notice and how you score on it. Well, girl or guy, I would say you score pretty flippin' high on this. Yeah, and here's why. This specific group, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, because look at how artsy fartsy I am. Wow, this is really good, because you're looking out on the horizon of each day before you leave your house, and you're asking yourself, hey, what do I need to be pulled together today, to have my focus, to do well, to interact with people, to be proud of, you know, who I am in general. It's probably not sweatpants and Crocs with socks, right? For sure, no. What it is having your act together, having your clothes coordinate some way, not have them ill-fitting or trying to hide your physique under basically muumuus. Because another thing that was in the survey is guys like luscious bodies. They like thicker women. They like women with curves. But what they don't like is when somebody takes on a grandmotherly aspect of trying to put it all under a muumuu. They like to see what you got, and vice versa, for sure. You know what I mean? You're thinking about how you're preparing for your day, and you're getting your act together. And Ace of Pentacles, you look very refined and pulled together. You understand fabrics, how they work. You don't leave the house a wrinkled mess. You know what looks attractive. Now I'm going to say, even I'll go out of my way, even if I'm getting my son at his bus stop. Like, I'm not going to leave the house looking totally crazy, because I'm alone filming a lot. I know that this is his friends are going to see me, you know what I mean? I don't need to look like some crazy old Irish witch coming out of a cave. Abracadabra. So Ace of Pentacles, yeah, you look refined. You look like you really know how to spend money. That is not the same of spending a lot of money. You just know how. Whether it's through sales or whatever, you know how to pull an outfit together, have fabrics that look good. Keep hearing oral hygiene. You guys know how to take care of your teeth. You really do. And you don't like your lips chapped. I know this sounds crazy, but I see people pulling out their EOS balls and their chapsticks and really taking care of their lips and their mouth. Mouths are important. People look at your mouth a lot when they're speaking to you. It's very, very true. 9 of Pentacles. They also see you as being, one of the aspects was being about, you know, your bank account and how you take care of your money. They see you as someone who knows how to handle money. You know, it may not be politically correct that people care, but they do, because how you take care of certain aspects of your life is an energy, right? You're putting energy into your future and to things like that, because you can't get a lot done with zero money, right? And if you're always depending on somebody else, that's a different thing altogether as well. But they see you as somebody who is responsible, has your act together, is very polished. You plan ahead, you have it together. And also, yeah, this is more on the monetary front, but it's funny, for quite a few of you, I see that they like your personality a lot, and you do your nails, but they see you don't rely on looks or anything like that, that you genuinely care for others, and you have a sense of warmth, and they really appreciate that. So it's attractive. So that is you guys. Very nice. So if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe. Press that subscribe button, because we got a lot of good things coming. And yeah, my links are down below for any private reads that you do, because that you need. I have been studying this stuff for hours and hours, and going over research for this, and came up with so many amazing insights and stuff to the psyche of the opposite sex and how they really see us. It's amazing. And since a lot of my private reads are about that, like how they should approach a scenario and things like that, it's very helpful. Okay, number 2. Let me see. Oh my Lord. Nice. This is actually the order it came out in, which is very nice. Let me see what we got going here. Very cool. All right, we've got 4 of Cups, which means you can sometimes seem a little bored with things. 2 of Cups. Wow. Oh my God. So yeah, these people, if you chose this, they actually see you as marriage material, possibly a soulmate, and they want to have a ceremony or bring you to ceremonies. They're proud of you. And here's why. Okay, 4 of Cups is so funny, because traditionally it's the thing of being like a little lackadaisical, a little bored with things, like you're not easily impressed, and that's okay. But one thing that is not attractive to the opposite sex is if you act like you're jaded. If you're like at a restaurant and they're like, how's your food? Especially if they bought you dinner and you're like, oh, it could have been better. Oh, it was this and that. They'd like you to show some appreciation if they get you flowers, candy, whatever. Enthusiasm. Men and women on both fronts, when they're presented with a gift, really are hurt when you just take it in stride and you take it for granted. However, they are the opposite. When you hug them, when you smile, a genuine smile, and you have authentic gratitude towards that, it makes a huge difference. I can't tell you how quickly someone's affection will cool for you if you're like, oh, thanks, or you criticize the gift. Just, there should never be a reason that is ever done. You've seen it in movies with people opening Christmas presents and they look like, that's, you know what I mean? And they hate the gift. That's so ungracious. It's really not something that anybody should ever participate in. Kids can't help it because they're impulsive. Like 6-year-olds will be like, take this Barbie doll and stuff it, Grandma. This thing is outdated as hell. Oh my God, my kids when they were little, they were so funny. They would say anything. Hagen went up at the beach and asked this guy to buy him an ice cream because my mom said no. I was like mortified. Yeah, can I have an ice cream because my mom said no? And this dude was going to buy him one. Again, that kid would get in a white van anytime. Yeah. Yeah, no jaded behaviors. I know sometimes when we get tired, it's hard to garner enthusiasm for things, but seriously, gratitude goes such a long way in this particular juncture. 2 of Cups. Now, it's funny because they see, forget about your personality and your nails and all that. They like that, or your financial situation. They love your self-esteem, and it makes you happy. Whatever you're doing in quite a few areas of your life, whether it's with your friends, family, artistically, your business, you're happy and content where you are to a degree where it helps your self-esteem, and you speak highly of yourself. You speak of your projects with pride. Men and women both love that of the opposite sex. Otherwise, they're thinking, why are you doing what you do if you hate it? If you're going on and on and on. Like, you know how it is if somebody comes in the door and like, oh my God, my day, and they do that over and over, right? Again, nobody is evolving. Everybody's just repeating these same scenarios, same everyday occurrences that they don't shake off because they don't get from a higher perspective. They love that you're enthusiastic about your job and you can't wake up. I literally open my eyes and grab my cards the second I open my eyes. I haven't even drank my coffee yet because I was so excited to have all the data for this and be able to do this. It shows in your voice when you speak. It shows in your posture when you sit, how you're presented. And they're also proud when they're with you because you you can mix with a lot of people. You know what I mean? You're not judgmental, you're not closed mind, and the way you speak and articulate is elevating as opposed to devaluing another person. They really like that. Hence the 10 of Cups, that they think of bringing you to ceremonies, weddings, and that in the future could even be your own. They love your social life. They're proud to bring you around socially. That is fantastic, you guys. So keep it up. Value yourself. Have self-esteem. You know, keep it together as much as you can. I know we don't have hours to groom ourselves. I mean, I'm one to talk right now. I look absurd. I am still, look, I put this on right when I got up, and I was wearing it yesterday in my video. But when I go out and I leave the house, even if it's for a little while, you know, I just make sure I have a hat on if my hair is a disaster, but just a little bit, because you're saying to the world, I care about what you see. You know what I mean? When you rather walk by a beautiful park than a city dump. I try not to leave my house looking like a city dump, although I'm not always successful. Look at that. That is you guys. That is fantastico. Oh yeah, they do. They're very proud of you, and they think they think of you as a shiny, happy people, which is so nice. So don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys, we've got a lot of really cool things coming, and all my links are down below for private reads. And again, I'm doing that cool $25 video that talks all about, that has all the data put together on what the I call them the 7 deadly sins that kill romance, and it turns off men or women immediately, and they can't wait to get out of the relationship, and also what enhances them and makes them miss you. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that we read on, and we compiled it, and I was like, oh my God, I never thought of that. And I felt like calling a few of my friends and being like, hey, remember how you couldn't get a date because of, yeah, I was shocked, because I've been married 25 years. I don't even notice these things, and I don't know what I would be like in the dating world. I'd be ridiculous for sure, but oh my gosh, nice. Okay, you guys, well, not only, you do obviously have an active social life. This is number 3, and they really like that. But not only that, you're sort of your leader of your pack and the decision maker. The Queen of Swords doesn't mess around. She knows what she wants, but she's not bossy about it. She's just very organized. She has good self-esteem. She is very happy and giving. This is very important right here. That is another thing that men and women really adore in each other. It is a generosity. It's a generosity of your time, your money, your affection, because that elevates you to a happiness level that can be admired by others. Seriously, I cannot underestimate what a smile, what some good cheer, what some laughter can bring. You've gone into a place, right, and heard someone laughing. For some reason you feel, when you hear laughter, it can be not only contagious, but your body relaxes, and it's just like a knee-jerk reaction. Remember, yeah, life doesn't have to be so serious. And I want you guys to do this when you're just sitting there today and do stuff. Just smile for no reason wherever you are. It tricks your mind into thinking it's in a better mood than it is. Then your physical self follows. Your shoulders relax, your posture, your mind takes on a different thought pattern. That's why I force myself, even if I'm doing something tedious with my jewelry and it's giving me a hard time, I smile, or I turn on Saturday Night Live and I start laughing. It's really good. Also, we're talking this, your financial situation. It looks good. They like your personality, because it's like you are go charge. Look at the Queen and the Knight are facing each other. She's in the middle with strong emotional foothold on herself and others. She has emotional intelligence, which you have, which I would rather have emotional intelligence than book smarts any day. It helps us in the world so much to read faces and moods. You ever have that person that walks in a room and they say something so off center? It's like you could be, somebody just gave you news that their dog passed away. The whole room that has heard this looks a certain way, but you have that one unintelligent, emotional person that comes in, and they're like, yeah, because they don't stop to look at faces, they don't read body language, and they're like, yo, I got a super wedge. Just so, they say something totally inappropriate because they're not gauging the temperature of the room. Super, super important. So again, you guys, remember your personality, your nails. It's so weird how many men were actually saying it indicates whether somebody really cares about herself. I was surprised by that. Remember, I was like, kid, now, I got my nails did. I used to have the scariest nails half the time. Again, how happy you are, your self-esteem, your sense of style. Some people think like fashion is nothing, but no, men even fetish certain things like high heels, yoga pants, tight sweaters, things like that. They love it, love it, love it. A lot of people are attracted to a certain look for sure. you know. And there's another one too, is like how open you are to love. You know what I mean? 'Cause some people are very jaded and closed off. We don't want that. So again, you guys, all my links are below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I just want to get this out. I'm so excited. Hooray, happy Wednesday for all of us. And remember these things. Replay this video so you really can attract and magnetize those things that you have and bring this stuff to you. It is not that hard. It is awesome. And in fact, I just did a course, and I did it for $33, and I send out all the literature and the video of it too. Is basically how to magnify that laws of attraction, bring it to you very quickly. And I've tried this and it works, and it's not that hard. Have faith. All right, peace out.